So today I am making a 12 by 12 layout using the gorgeous Simple Stories Simple Life collection. If you haven't checked out this collection, please do. I posted the link down below. It is beautiful. I love the color scheme, perfect for the story I'm going to document in this video. So let's get started. So let's take a look at some of the goodies that I'm going to be working with. So I recently purchased this collection from Scrapbook.com. I've actually been refreshing my stash lately. I grabbed the 12 by 12 collection kit that includes both pattern paper and a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Of course, I had to grab the puffy stickers as well as the chipboard embellishments, some of the frames, which I love Simple Stories frames. If you haven't used them, I highly recommend it. They also have a fabulous sticker sheet that you can use for a lot of projects, as well as die cuts. And I love those black and white butterfly die cuts. Ah, the chef's kiss. So I have two 4x6 photos that are printed on the horizontal of my family and I. We were having lunch at Ephemera one day, and I decided to snap some photos of us. And in this layout, I'm just talking about how much, not only do I love them, but we're a very close-knit family, and we like to spend a lot of time with each other, and we have a lot of laughs, and life just seems off its axis when we're not around each other. So every now and then, I like to make sure that I take a picture just so to capture our little everyday moments. So I'm taking some pattern paper from the kit. I've got that gingham pattern paper. Also had a gray pattern paper and this birch wood pattern paper that I trimmed down to 9 by 9 and 8.5 by inches respectively. And then a piece of floral pattern paper just to bring in another element of a vertical element and to serve as an anchor for my photos. I'm going to accent the photos just a little more by creating a photo mat using some more of the pattern paper in the collection. I just want a hint of color popping out from underneath those photos. Once those are all trimmed up, I'm going to position them to the right-hand side of the layout. And I want to adhere the top photo just directly to the background, but the bottom photo I want to pop up with a little bit of foam. And this is a foam roll from Scrapbook.com. I will sometimes elevate one photo to give it a little bit more presence on the layout. And usually if I'm going to elevate a photo or have it stand out in some way, I typically call that my hero photo. And of course, the reason why this one's a hero photo because it features all three of us in the photo. Next up, it's time to establish the title. I was going to say anchors for embellishment, and nope, I go to the title next. I'm going to grab this puffy sticker that says Together, and I'm going to add just a little bit more foam adhesive because that bottom photo is popped up with foam adhesive, so I need it to be level to that photo. Once that's done, I'm going to reach for the sticker sheet. I'm going to find something that's going to serve as a subtitle, and that says This Beautiful Life. So Together, This Beautiful Life. Once that's in place, I'm going to add in the journaling. And one of the things I like to do is pre-write my journaling so it's done and I don't forget it whenever I'm designing a layout. I also have this label that says Life is Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and adhere the journaling, and I just simply created a text box in Microsoft Word, printed the journaling on white cardstock, and then trimmed it up so it fit in that space next to my photos. I'm going through some of my die cuts just to see if I have some other options of what I want to put above that journaling box, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with the label that says This Beautiful Life Together. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to that and get that tacked down on the page. Now I felt that it needed something else, so I'm going to reach for the sticker sheet, and in the sticker sheet there are some tabs. So I'm going to grab a tab and add one to the top, and that can be a spot for maybe another label or maybe some stamping. At that point, I wasn't quite sure, but I like how it looked when I added it. Now that the title and the journaling is in place, I can play with embellishment clusters. So I have these labels that I'm going to use as anchors for my layout. Now, for those of you who've been around for a while, whenever I'm talking about layering and I mention the word anchor, what I mean by that is you're going to create a base by which you can then build up your layered clusters. Typically for me, that's going to be something of a larger or mid-size element like you see there. And then I'm going to bring in my smaller elements. So for this layout, I'm going to bring in some stickers, floral stickers, as well as some butterflies. Now, I'm not quite sure if I want to commit to some of these stickers, so I'm going to bring out my powder tool. This is from We Are Memory Keepers, or We Are Makers now. They just rebranded and changed their name. I'm going to take this sticky off using this powder tool. You can certainly just rub it up against your pants or your shirt or maybe even the palm of your hand to kind of take some of that sticky off. And this helps to kind of place elements where you want without committing to them sticking down. Now, once I have the embellishments that I want, I'm going to go ahead and add some foam adhesive and get these adhered to the various clusters that I've established. So there's going to be a cluster to the left-hand side, the top right, and the bottom left. Now that the floral elements are in place, I'm going to add butterflies. And I've been really big on using butterflies on pretty much all my layouts lately. One, because I just like the symbolism of butterflies, and two, they're like some of my favorites. So I'm going to scatter these around the page, one for every cluster. These come in a whole pack of these gorgeous black and white butterflies of various sizes and shapes. I'm going to reach for the chipboard sheet at this point, and this is adhesive backed, which I love. So I'm going to go ahead and just add those in just to kind of bring out the floral element in each cluster. Also to add another texture, since I have die cuts and stickers, I like to vary the textures in my layered clusters to add more interest. And of course I reached for the sticker sheet again because I felt that I needed another tab. So I grabbed another black and white tab, and I'm trying to decide where I want to place it there at the top, and I think that looks great. I felt that the layout needed a little something up at the top because there's just a tiny bit of white space there. I reached into my stash and grabbed some enamel dots from Cardstock, and it has some of the similar colors of this particular collection, so using a little bit of my stash, and I'm just going to sprinkle some enamel dots for each cluster again just to bring some dimension and some texture. I love that I can reach in my stash and grab things that coordinate well with some of the new product that I'm bringing in, so I can get the best of both worlds using both new and old products. Once that's done, this layout is complete. I absolutely love everything that Simple Stories comes out with. I love all of their collections. They're just so beautiful. Lots of gorgeous icons, beautiful designs. I like this collection because I really love the color story. It's such a departure from what we normally see in scrapbooking collections. It's absolutely beautiful. If you liked that video, make sure you check out the ones that just popped up on the screen and stay tuned for more videos to come.